So there's 5 categories of work for a software team. There's actually working on the software, building the code, new features, and good changes. There's diagnosing or fixing or reworking past work that we thought was done, bugs. Then there's diagnosing or fixing the software as it runs in a production environment. Those are our production issues. Then there's administrative work, which is not work on software, but work for the company nonetheless. And then there's time off. There's time where team members are just taking personal time and not on the clock. So let's kind of go through them. Working on the software. Now, working on the software is where we want to maximize the effort. We want all of our team to be working on new software. This is where we build new features, make important changes, enhance the features so that they work even better. And this is all of our internal and external requests. The customers are asking for things. They think, our customers and our users, they think that our team spends all of its time in this category, but in reality, some teams struggle to even get a little bit of time to work in this category. It just depends on the given day. This particular category includes everything, by the way, everything in the software development lifecycle. That's even talking about the vision for a new feature is part of this category. Doing analysis, doing architectural prototypes, figuring out the options for new changes. That's in this category. Doing routine maintenance on our software. That's in this category because it's a valuable change. And even things like renewing a certificate or renewing an SSL certificate, that's in this category. It's expected, important work. Maintenance is important. It's important changes to renew certificates, to upgrade libraries and things. That's important, valuable changes. It's the work that we can see and the work that we can forecast. This is the type of work that software engineers and architects sign up for. The other categories on the list are work that the team has to do in order to get back to working in this category. So let's go to the next one, which is diagnose or fixing or reworking the past work that we thought was done. Now, this is the first type of work that is absolute waste. This is where we realize that something is broken. Something we thought was done is not actually done. Something that was supposed to work in a certain way, it doesn't work in that certain way. Something's missing. Or maybe we're surprised that now that thousands of users use our software, our maybe computing performance in some of the areas is just terrible. We didn't count on some database tables growing to the size that they've grown to. And we're spending time figuring out why we have a problem. And then once we've reproduced the problem, we're trying to redesign something in the software so that it fixes the problem. And we're lamenting that we didn't catch this problem earlier. And we're hating life in general. Or, perhaps we just made a change and something else in a seemingly unrelated part of the software breaks. And we don't understand how that could possibly be related, how that could possibly happen. But that's the second category of waste. Fixing things that we thought was done or redoing work that we already did. Next category is diagnosing or fixing the software in production. In this category, it's all about production issues, no feature bugs or build breaks or bug reports from UAT testing. This is in production. This category is for all the time spent investigating an issue in production. Maybe a user submits a trouble ticket or a piece of our software goes down and we have to restart a service or a server, or a user has a question that has to be escalated to second level support. Not only do we need to spend time to figure out if it's just user education, maybe that accidentally made it to the software team's queue, but we also have to spend time to learn about the part of the issue that may be a genuine defect. And part of this category of work is properly equipping our own company's customer support team with a better knowledge base so that they can handle more basic customer issues so it doesn't take away the team's time. Not all of the issues, not all of the trouble tickets or questions should be coming to the software team. Part of this category is also alerts that the production environment is sending to the ticket queue. Something's something's kind of going wrong. The system's not down. It's not a business disruption, but there is an alert that's being sent that needs to be investigated. Also, part of this is when executives or salesmen call for special support because they want to do a customer or an investor demo and they need some extra data pushed into production or a test environment or a demo account so that they can do the demo because it's a hot new sale, hot new customer, and we need some extra support. In general, this category is for any time spent by the software engineering team because the software is in production being used by real people and there's nobody else to do that work. Okay. Next category is administrative work, administrative non-software work. This category is probably the easiest to describe because every department has it. You've got the company picnics, the staff meetings, the department all hands, you got the potlucks, you got the birthday dinners, you got the generalized training, even checking email or having to reinstall some software or reformat a computer, rebooting computers because a bunch of Windows updates forcibly installed themselves. Now it's time to reboot. All of that is time spent at work, but it's not related to the software team's work of delivering software. So you're always going to have this administrative category. And then the final category is time off. Time off is always going to be there. And it's not a category that we want to optimize. It's going to be there. People need to take time off. We just need to recognize that it exists and should be a part of our forecasts, especially around Christmas and other holidays that generally affect who's at work and are going to affect that working capacity of our team.